The Book of Joy, Lasting Happiness in a Changing World, is a remarkable collaboration between two spiritual leaders, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu, along with writer Douglas Carlton Abrams. This enlightening book chronicles a week-long conversation between the Dalai Lama and Tutu, where they explore the nature of true joy and how it can be cultivated despite the challenges of our ever-changing world. In this summary, we will delve into the main themes and insights presented in the Book of Joy, highlighting the key teachings and practices that can help us lead more joyful and fulfilling lives. The book begins by acknowledging the reality of suffering and adversity that we all face in life. The Dalai Lama and Tutu emphasize that joy and sorrow are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they can coexist. They propose that joy is not the absence of pain, but rather an inner state of mind that can be cultivated through specific practices and perspectives. The authors outline 8 pillars of joy that form the foundation for lasting happiness. The first pillar is perspective, which encourages us to shift our focus from our own suffering to the broader context of humanity's challenges. By recognizing that others also face difficulties, we gain a greater sense of empathy and interconnectedness. The second pillar is humility, which involves letting go of our ego-driven desires and cultivating a sense of modesty and openness. Humility allows us to connect with others on a deeper level and fosters a sense of gratitude for the gifts life offers. The third pillar is humor, which the Dalai Lama and Tutu see as a powerful antidote to stress and negativity. They emphasize the importance of finding laughter in everyday life, even in the face of adversity, and highlight the role of humor in diffusing tension and fostering resilience. The fourth pillar is acceptance, which involves embracing life as it is, rather than resisting or denying its realities. Acceptance allows us to let go of expectations and attachments, enabling us to find peace and contentment in the present moment. The fifth pillar is forgiveness, a transformative practice that liberates us from the burden of anger and resentment. The authors emphasize that forgiveness is not condoning or forgetting the harm done, but rather a process of releasing the negative emotions associated with it. They explore the power of forgiveness as a means of healing and reconciliation. The sixth pillar is gratitude, a practice that shifts our focus from what is lacking in our lives to the abundance of blessings we often take for granted. Gratitude helps us cultivate a positive mindset and deepens our sense of joy and interconnectedness. The seventh pillar is compassion, a fundamental principle in both Buddhism and Christianity. The authors explore the nature of compassion and its ability to alleviate suffering, not only in others, but also in ourselves. They outline practical steps for developing compassion and expanding our capacity to care for others. The eighth and final pillar is generosity, which involves giving of ourselves, our time, and our resources. The authors emphasize that generosity is not limited to material possessions, but extends to kindness, understanding, and love. They highlight the reciprocal nature of generosity, explaining that the act of giving brings us greater joy and fulfillment. Throughout the book, the Dalai Lama and Tutu share personal stories, anecdotes, and teachings from their respective traditions to illustrate these pillars of joy. They engage in playful banter, showing their deep friendship and mutual respect, which adds a warm and lighthearted tone to the book. The authors also address common obstacles to joy, such as fear, anger, and despair, providing practical guidance on how to overcome these challenges. They emphasize the importance of self-care, mindfulness, and meditation as tools for cultivating inner peace and resilience. The Book of Joy is not merely a theoretical exploration of happiness, it is a call to action. The Dalai Lama and Tutu encourage readers to apply the teachings and practices outlined in the book to their own lives, recognizing that true transformation comes from personal experience and practice. In summary, the Book of Joy is a profound and uplifting guide to finding lasting happiness in a changing world. The wisdom and insights shared by the Dalai Lama and Tutu, along with Abrams' skillful narration, offer practical tools and perspectives that can help us navigate the challenges of life with grace, compassion, and joy. By embracing the 8 pillars of joy and adopting the practices outlined in the book, readers are invited to embark on a transformative journey toward a more joyful and meaningful existence.